and goes to, get better, as you can see here, the insight.
So when I say give me insight about my sales, this is my database. Just trying to understand, I connected to my, I collected data from my database. I got it. And then is it like somehow also gathering some information from internet or just
No, no, no,
offline?
no, no, it's offline. For example, first of all, he goes and see total say he gets some data like total sales, total invoices, average invoice value, and then ask another questions. For example, uh, what is the distribution over cities, or what is the product over cities? Ask
Ah,
more
okay.
question, uh, get more data, create more charts, more charts. For example, you can ask to find, I have to, I didn't test this, but as you can see, we create, here is sales overview key insights.
Okay. Although you're saying that although I simply ask very straightforward single question, give me insight about my sales. So this question is not about cities, is not about products, is not about specifically my, I don't know, my production. Only
Yes,
one sentence, give me insight about sales. And then
yes.
the AI goes one by one based on the database and gives us like different type of information.
Different
Uh,
informations. Yes, exactly. I can, I can ask, for example, um, uh,
oh, that's a nice question. Do you have any anomaly in sales data? Wow, this is also interesting question, Arash, because this one is also related with, Turkish government taxation system. I call it, remember, to Kurgan, because they also do the anomaly detection, or they call it like, what is that? Vergas, I guess.
yes.
That's a nice one. So what is happening on the backside, technically, hey,
In
Arash?
the backside, technically, as I told you, we ask one questions, then we create, from the, for us, answering your questions, it need to have some information. For example, it need to have the distribution of data. It need to have, it need to have something. Okay, three, four, different things to answer your question. Then it get those data, and then he start thinking about the data, the result of the query. And based on the result of query, if needed, it ask more questions.
Oh,
You
okay. In the
know,
process of generating the response, it asks more questions internally and then get more
yes.
answers and consolidate those.
Yes, and consolidate, and in the final part, it will, summarize the information, the all information he got.
Okay. Very interesting. So, for example, can you show me what kind of anomalies we got here,
He
if there is
he
any?
start thinking right now. He's step
Oh,
15.
step 15. So this type of questions, like deep insight type of questions, are time consuming. It's not like straightforward one question, SQL query, and then one answer. These
Yes,
are more like multiple step of response process. Within those multiple steps, AI is actually generating multiple questions in between by themselves, by itself.
exactly, exactly.
Uh, okay.
As you can see, it create lots of graphs and understand what is going on.
So can you see, for example, one of the anomaly example here? Like, can you read me one sentence?
let's
Oh, still going on.
it is
Okay.
the final response. Let's see
Okay.
the final response.
So,
The idea of the idea is doing multi-step thinking, ask more question based on the maybe need fine tuning, but okay. Uh, can you see the
yeah.
response?
Yeah, let me clear anomalies and strong concentration in USD net tutor over time, especially when using invoice data as the time series. Let me just see. Uh, so highly skewed and most important trends, deep dive on okay, deep dive on a most extreme outlier behavior is concentrated a few customer segment combinations. On the segment side, yük dağıtım elemanları satış faturası shows the largest absolute deviation. Reversal, okay. Other notable reversals include outdoor dropping by 1.8 million in October and 120 in June. Okay, so it says, if I understand correctly, it says the outdoor product reversal, which is, reversal by the customers, are much more higher than the others.
Mm-hmm.
Surprising patterns. So it basically list down the patterns, but not like normal patterns, if you like, repeating patterns. It is like you call it, AI calls it a surprising pattern. Interesting. For example, küresel mühendislik contributed 700K and Gizem contributed 729K, which with several other invoices range. Third, the normal invoices are mostly stable and structurally similar. So the anomalies do not look random. They are concentrated in specific customer, product group, and countries. Okay. Knowing that, by the way, Arash, right, this test environment has limited data because this test environment has the sales data, finance and accounting data. In normal customers, when we connect to customer databases, we connect not only sales and accounting, we connect sales and CRM and finance, accounting, internal sales, domestic sales and export, etc. Plus production related information, HR related information, and many other information. So I guess in a real environment, in real customer environment, this kind of inside reporting is going to be eye-opening. Actionable recommendations. Okay, wow. All right, can you scroll down, Arash, please? So it
Each
says,
table, we have a table. I should add more button here, like the SQL button to click and go to see SQL that generate the chart.
okay, that sounds great, Arash. So then it comes segment anomaly compare. So it compares the segments based on segment anomaly compare. Basically, it tries to understand anomalies based on some of those segments. So I can see the last one, yük dağıtım elemanları, is, for example, extremely high.
Yes, exactly.
All right. And August spike drivers. So once again, I mean, we did not specifically ask how was August spike for example, we did not specifically ask any of these tables
Yes,
or
yes,
any
we
of this
don't. He
information.
asked internally.
He asked internally. So can you go back to your question again, Arash?
This is
So
my
your
question.
question is single question. Do you have any anomaly in sales data? And then in the process of generating this report,
Yes, he
our
said
AI
he
engine,
understand, for example, he make this a chart and see it, for example, August is too high and try to understand
Mhm.
why the August is too high and ask the question,
Yeah,
August is spike driven.
exactly. Yeah. Yeah, I think this is extremely important for customers. Like, I'm thinking if you have multiple proper databases after data engineering is properly done, imagine a customer ask, let's say they do the export to outside of Turkey, for example, and because of some reason their sales is now drop significantly, and they're basically in a kind of a financially or kind of a bad situation in the sales cycle. So they want to understand what kind of anomalies in their export sales journey, right? So they can go ahead
Right.
and ask very simple one question, and then the AI will generate. But the real power, correct me, Arash, if I'm wrong, the real power of this data and these insights, anomaly insight, are actually the number of proper and right data that we connected to our AI platform, right?
Right now we just ask about sales. It can be improved. He asked questions based on if you increase number of tables and you have proper uh, you know data engineering, actually the answer is more correct. Right now, I use without any you know
Data engineering process, yeah, only test data.
instruction. It's empty
Yeah,
instruction. It's empty
empty. That is
instructions.
instruction is basically prompt
Just this
engineering.
one has instruction.
That's that's right.
Uh,
That's right.
you know, the thing is, use reasoning. He used reasoning to answer your questions. He, you ask a questions. He hypothesized what it need to answer your questions. It uh, three, four times, n times do
Mhm.
query, ask query, and based on that data, the result of data, he understand and he make charts, visualize it, understand it, and then uh, make its hypothesis more stronger, ask more question to make sure what is, how, to answer better. And it goes and, go deeper, go deeper, deeper, deeper to, give you best answer.
Understood. Wow, that's very interesting. And imagine, I mean, any kind of sector, any kind of industrial area, any kind of domain, if as long as we have deep we have right data, proper data, Arash. I think this kind of insight provided or anomaly providing is can be used very differently, right? I'm just thinking right now. The other day we were talking about the domain specific agentic AI for education purposes,
Yeah.
or yeah. I mean there is simply no limit to let me ask one question here, Arash. I know our test environment is not really fully offline, right? We don't have GPU servers. Is because
Yes.
of they are damn expensive, so sorry to say, but this is the reality at the moment. But imagine in the air gap, no internet scenario, right? The customer has
Okay.
no internet and they have enough budget to invest on GPU
Right.
servers.
Right.
Do you see any difficulty to run this kind of inside with full offline mode?
No, no, don't know different. Just, if we do fine tuning, if you do fine tuning.
Yeah.
It is fast, like this result, and it is good. Qwen 3.5 is fine. This is not the best model. It is 5.4 mini model,
Okay. Okay.
mini
5
model.
GPT
Yes,
5.4 mini. Okay, mini model. Okay. See, I mean, at
sorry.
the end of the day, yeah, uh, absolutely. Fine tuning is also based on the industry, based on the sector, based on so many other elements and parameters. As long as, absolutely, this is good to know. This can work offline.
Yes,
That is
it
such a
can work
great.
offline. You know, if we this is I think this is what users see, and it is very much more valuable than a single uh, regular searching. This is regular searching. Can you
Okay,
see?
can you zoom out and then explain again what is the difference in between regular searching and deep search? Can you zoom out that
Regular
one
search
and
is
then,
just make one SQL like
for
before.
example, are you saying the regular search, for example, give me my electricity bill in between 2025, let's say July to August timeframe?
Yes,
That is basically my regular
yes,
query that basically creates a simple SQL query and then get the data from connected databases and
yes,
provide the answer, right?
yes. This is single SQL, but we have deep search, which internally ask more questions, internally reasoning about the answer, the response, your questions, the results. It reasoning and ask more questions. Then reasoning is based on the reasoning.
Okay, interesting. Are you then just for the sake of understanding, Arash, are you then using multiple AI agents in between when you generate this response and then
This is
create the
actually a
reasoning relations?
multi-agent. Yes, this is actually multi-agent.
Okay.
Uh, we, the, uh, you know, the next version make it even better, make it even better, more accurate. Right now, it is the first version.
Okay. Can you quickly show me where is the database connections and which tables are we get connected to?
This
That is test data progress. Okay. Can you show me on the database, for example, what tables, what views we have?
this is
Okay. Test.
regular.
Okay. So in short, basically in our test environment, it is basically there are three views, accounting, billing, and sales, right? But
Right.
in normal customer, and these three views are basically consolidated views of multiple tables. So basically,
Yes.
in the normal customer databases, it is much more, right? Imagine the customer
Yeah.
has many different databases and consolidated views. You know, the the power of this kind of reporting type of insights, responses with anomaly detection is really, I mean, eye-opening. I guess this is going to be a huge benefit of comparing to just simple SQL type of questions.
Yes. It
That's a
is
big milestone
very
for us.
general. It's not just anomaly, or it's not just for prediction. It's very general. You can ask anything.
Amazing. So is this coming up on version 3.5, Arash, or
Yes, this is
6?
version 3.5.
Okay, version 3.5. Wow. So we can quickly implement this version also on the already available customers and ongoing projects, right? There is nothing stopping us to basically update the versions for the customers, right?
Yes.
Absolutely great. Listen, Arash, I recorded this conversation, although I started a little bit late, but I decided to record for the our colleagues as well as our some of our counterparties. I thank you for your update. It's a great progress.
Yeah,
I'll stop the recording right over here, and then maybe you and we can continue to look at the ACOS databases, considering these ACOS databases are, of course, confidential, so we cannot really share. But maybe maybe we can result, these kind of insightful questions on the real environment at ACOS. Let me stop the recording.
exactly.